feel like you don't have control over your decisions? Do you feel like you're being manipulated? Well, in this video, I'll be talking about ways you're being manipulated and abused. So we'll start with the classic way you're being abused right now. Physically. Sometimes people use their physical strength to bully you, like for example, school bullies pick on the weak targets and abuse them. The next one is moral abuse, yelling over someone that is calling someone out on their action. Third one is coercive manipulation, where someone uses their money and power and influence to gain control over another person. For example, someone who is a man who has a house, they have a girlfriend that doesn't want to be with them, and so they will threaten to kick out that girl if that girl wants to break up. Or if, for example, a rich producer who produces movies tells that actor that if she doesn't do this scene, then she will get fired from this movie and she will not become famous. Another example, parents that want to gain more control over their kid by threatening to kick them out of the house that they are supposed to take care of their kid, but they yell at him, "If you don't do this for me, I will throw you out. If you don't do this for me, I will not support you financially." In many cases, these people are obligated to financially support these people, but even though they will use every turn to abuse these people that are being abused. Coercive manipulation has already been recognized in countries like United Kingdom. Also some examples how people can use coercive manipulation against you. So, if you are in your parents' house and they start recording you and they start recording your voice conversations at home, they could be yelling at you, but you will be thinking, how do they know this information? Well, maybe because they are recording you, right? Another form of abuse is lies. When abusers lie to you, another shape of lying is shaping your past. For example, let's say you got a good grade in that certain year. You did something good in that time. And you remember that, fact for that, because you lived that. You got that good job. You got that good grade. You made it to that university. You got that house. They can shape your memory by you thinking that. So they will yell at you, saying something, and then you will start questioning, did that happen? And now you are shaping your past. And now they are gaining power over you. Another way they use lies as a manipulation is by spreading bad rumors about you. As soon as they get any smallest detail of your bad information, they will spread it to the public so that every time you reach out for support outside of your family and other people, they will not believe you because this person has spread rumors about you that are not true and are in many times over-exaggerated. And so these people that this person is going to be reaching out to support will not believe him. And another way abusers use their power is by turning people against them. So if this person that's getting abused has friends, that's a good source for support. Because if someone's getting abused, they could just run to the person that can help them. But if this person will befriend all this person's friends, they gain more power and influence over the person that they are trying to abuse and manipulate. Because the thing is, how these manipulators use lies is, if the abuser will tell you that your friends are bad influences, even though they're not, and they're just there for your support, you will start looking at your friends, negative things your friends are doing to not help you. And when an abuser will shape the way you think, maybe if you think that you can do this, you can get that grade, you can get that job, you can do it, then they can psychologically shape you into thinking that you can't do it, that it's not possible for you. And by belittling you case by case, you will be less powerful. Another way people use abuse is authority figures. Basically, people that are manipulators have big power in our society. They know that they are up in their minds. So usually they want to build a big persona and a reputation to bring attention to people so that they can get close to these people and start abusing them. The easiest case for people to abuse you is someone from your family, because you can't choose your family, right? And it could be your parents, it could be your uncle. The abuse could be whatever type, physical, moral, coercive. And the thing is, the person that is done wrong, scientifically shown that people that suffer from abuse usually have worse grades, usually have more mental disorders, have problems getting jobs, problem maintaining stable and good relationships and friendships. So the person that's going to be questioned is the person that does the wrong, not the person that's abusing. Because the person that is abusing, the person that's suffering, the abuser usually is more powerful because they take the energy from the abused to themselves. Because nobody's gonna question what Jeffrey Epstein does in an island. No, they will question the Steve who has the drug addiction. And that's another thing. Drug addiction, drugs are just a weapon to disguise the things that the people that are getting abused go through. And society will usually look at the people that are up as the good influences, like ministers, popular musician artists, producers, teachers, professors. These are God church preachers. These are people that a lot of times in the news get caught on abuses. But what happens once that abuse case makes it to court, where there's a jury, judge, a prosecutor, a lawyer, the accused, and the accuser. The people that usually manipulate maintain a well and a good maintained reputation, and their reputation can work for them because it is easier to arrest the Steve with the previous drug offenses, because in our system, if you are caught with previous crimes, you're more likely to get harsher sentences than the person that will get his first accusation of abuse. And the thing is, it is so hard for the person that has been abused to tell on someone that has been abusing them, because usually the person that is abusing them is someone that is like a father figure, like a magu or parents, right? And many times, sometimes in family, there's this thing called the black sheep. It's usually a child that behaves differently, has grade problems, has mental problems, and low trust, when usually that's just the person that's getting all the anger on. And the abuse usually happens behind closed doors. Abusers usually try to gain trust before they abuse, because when they gain trust over someone that is a nice person, then they can start manipulating, then they can start abusing. And the person that they usually choose to abuse is someone nice, an easy target. Because a nice person will always think, whoa, this person that is in great power, he has done so much good for society. Okay, maybe he raped, maybe he did some bad things, right? But it's okay. It's okay. Because, he's done so much good things for the community. If you watch the documentary of the Nickelodeon about Dan Houser, then there's this pedophile that got caught, and everybody said that this person is a good person, and because of that pedophile only gained 15 months of a sentence. Can you imagine that? It's harder for the person that's getting abused to go out and say, yeah, this person has abused me, because when they go to the police will need proof. They will need a statement. They will need a name. They will need a place. They will need a location. They will need records. And when these people don't want to go to the police and they are going to people for support, sometimes these people that they are reaching out to support will think that this person's local, that this person's crazy. more outcasted this person will be from society. And the reason why there are nice people these days that want to be liked, that want to say that everything that other people want to hear, is because they haven't been let to be themselves in their childhood, and so they are pretending to be someone to be liked by those that abuse them. And the people that are being abused usually are easy targets. People who are kids to parents. If you are a kid being abused by your parents, and if you would report your parents to the CPS, the Child Protective Services, you can end up in a worse situation than from your family being abused. So usually people that are getting abused have no places to turn. So the first thing to do if you're getting abused is to distinguish and recognize who is abusing you, who is influencing you. And if you have a chance to get away from that person, do it as soon as possible. Because there's nothing that you can say to an abuser that they will stop abusing you. Because another way abusers use to abuse you is the silence treatment, where you will question and tell them and confront them about all the things that they have done wrong to you, and they will ignore everything that you say, and they will say that everything that they have done wrong against you is on you. And so the more you do that, the more you will question your decisions, because they will just completely ignore you. The best thing you can do is get away, end contact, and even if it is family, just run away. Because what you will realize, the more time you spend time with yourself, you will start recognizing who is abusing you. And you need to realize, if you are suffering from like a drug addiction or abuse, you need to recognize that the drugs that you are using is not addiction. It is just a way to mask everything that is going wrong in your life. Because this is what happened to me. As soon as I started questioning what has happened in my life, as when I stopped drinking alcohol, I started gaining power over my life. Because the thing is, we use drugs to mask everything, to hide the up shit that we don't want to do. It is easy to recognize people that are easy targets that can be manipulated. It's someone that is trying to be liked by everybody. It's someone who is always saying the things that everybody wants to hear. It's someone that thinks, someone that has a low self-esteem. This is the truth, okay? This is the truth that other people don't want to hear. And when you end contact with the abusers, when you start developing healthier habits, you stop blaming yourself. Because the one thing that people that get abused start blaming themselves for the things that they can't control. Things that have happened in the past you can't control. You can only change the past in your mind. You have to let go, because the thing is, in history, there's a lot of things that just happen and we just don't have power over them. What we have power is the things that happen right now. So as soon as you recognize that you're getting abused, that's the time to run away and get away from the person that is abusing you. And as soon as you start developing habits, the better your life will become. So yeah, guys, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, press like and subscribe for more videos like this to support the movement. And see you in the next one. Peace, guys.